Hey guys, MessyJeb here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys our Krosus farm kill. You'll notice very quickly from this from this pull that I'm going to forget to summon my pet, and this is going to be a little bit of a rough one. I'm not going to realize, and I'm going to be very frustrated with my damage. So you're going to see me do a few things that kind of milk as much damage as I can because I feel like I'm not doing a very good job. I set a portal here because it allows our raid to get out really easily, and usually I'll put a circle for myself, but I don't end up doing that. I'm going to be playing with a Soul Effigy build. This was more to try it and see if it works. It didn't end up working out too well. I definitely recommend the Soul Conduit build, but for this I use an Absolute Corruption build. So you'll see me just making sure I have my Agony and my Siphon Life on my main target, and then making sure my Effigy keeps its Agony on with its Corruption. On Krosus, you generally want to be on the safe side, so every single time he beams, he's going to beam the opposite side the next time he casts it. So you'll notice that I'm shimmying over to it just so that I don't have to move later. I'm doing it while I'm doing my instant cast that I can do on the move. You'll notice that I get a giant UA dump before I go for Burning Pitch. It's very good that on the third beam you want to dump like 4 to 5 shards, if you can, and get some drain time up so that you can make sure that you're not wasting your shard generation. We summoned a lot of ads at the back, so I end up having to turn around and actually hard DPS them. I know it's not efficient for Affliction to do, but make sure that if your raid does need you to do that, that you are actually helping with the ads. I probably could have soaked better, could have run farther back. I was a little bit concerned with my DPS because I'm usually showing up in the top end, so I noticed that I wasn't. So I felt like I wasn't doing a good job. Turns out, just didn't have my pet. So here I am just playing against the beams and making sure that I'm not standing on the part of the bridge that it's going to be smashed. A lot of guilds will ask you to stack in. I find that when I'm playing Warlock, I'm tanky enough that the orbs are never going to do enough damage to me that it's going to matter. So I am kind of not as mindful about that. I kind of stay in and make sure that I know how much damage I'm going to take, and then I heal through it. So I see Fell Beams coming up. I'm going to get my drain here. Just doing my normal rotation. I accidentally let Siphon Life fall off once again. It's not a huge deal. You'll see that even though I don't have a pet, I'm still surging in top 6. So I'm still doing an okay job. So I'm sitting here, sinking my UAs into the boss, just like I would normally. I see pitches coming out, so you'll see that I try to get them out in time. I probably shouldn't have even bothered reaping there because I didn't get it. I got one of the back soaks. You definitely want to try to get that. Usually I'll have a demonic circle back there so I don't have to leave as early, but you know how it goes. I don't refresh my Dawn on Krosus. Once again, was more focused on the ads because I wanted to get the kill. We had wiped a couple times to being careless to the soaks, so we ended up I ended up being a little bit too worried about that, but even then it's fine. I always count on my raid to do enough damage for me, and they did definitely make up for my deficit on this pull. So you'll see that I'm just going back and forth, making sure my dots are up while I'm running. I'm making sure my effigy doesn't time out, and same with Krosus. As soon as I get the orb, I'm actually dotting Krosus to make sure that I'm not losing my agony damage. So once again, on this, when you get an orb, you want to run to the back, and you'll see that here, I know that pitch is going to be coming out in quite a long time, but I know that I'm going to have to be shimmying. So I'm standing on the safe side, and then as he's switching to the other side to do some cha-cha, I run over to the right, stay safe, redot, reset, and keep DPSing the boss. Now, a little bit of a blunder I have while playing the Soul Effigy on this pull was I didn't actually effigy as far back as I could, and I thought I did. So I ended up actually ranging myself on the next bridge break. So you'll actually notice that I run back, and I end up recasting my effigy, which is just awful. It's also the reason I definitely recommend running Soul Conduit. So for pitch, I'm running back to soak, making sure that I can get a 2 soak or a 1 soak. I wasn't sure if Serby had it there, so I ran in to help him out. So I'm just making sure I'm dotting up all the ads for my Wrath of Consumption buff, and then I'm resetting. You'll notice that I outranged my effigy. I probably could have moved in more, but I noticed that I wasn't going to be able to reach on the next bridge break, so I just made a new effigy right away. I get in position because I know that there's going to be an orb coming out. Luckily, it turns out I didn't need to move in because I got it. So I ran out. I just ran back here. I didn't have to go anywhere forward because I knew that there was the last orb until the next bridge break. So I just sat in a corner that I knew I just sat and I just started DPSing. Now notice here that the beam is about to come out. I'm actually, I believe, not on the safe side, so our raid leader calls for me to move to the other side. I move over so I don't have to cancel my casts. I dump some UAs, I shift over, I pop my reap, and then I drain on the other side. And then we're so close to the kill, usually you'll have to do this little phase back and forth when you just have to shimmy, 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 and then do the burning pitch here. I make sure I'm not standing in the slam, making sure my soul effigy's up, and then I just dump the rest of my UAs and drain them out. Thanks guys for watching. If you have any questions about the fight, just let me know. This was a little bit of a sloppy pull from me, but in general I usually do well in this fight. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and if you have any questions, just hit me up on anything in game, on YouTube, in the comments. Just leave something, I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can.